Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Mario Party 6. I'm Michael.
And I'm Callie.
And today we're doing something very different.
We're going into solo mode.
And
but
we're doing this in post-commentary.
We're not playing. I don't have a controller in my hands.
We did play.
And then,
we found out. We found out.
Circle fucked us.
Circle fucked us up.
Circle Master fucked us.
Because he was asking me about dual audio tracks. I was helping him out. And I guess when I was messing around with those, I accidentally saved or it auto-saved my settings when I was fiddling with it. So all my audio tracks were messed up for an entire day's worth of recording.
So last week you guys saw us redo Treetop, whatever. Treetop? Is that all?
Treetop something.
Something. So instead of redoing this stuff, which some of it we found tedious, this is just easier for us to do commentary after the fact. So solo mode is pretty much just a mini game collection. So what you do is you have yourself and a buddy. The buddy is kind of like the Toad from doing single player in Mario Party 5, where if you have a 2 versus 2 mini game, like for example right here, I'll have Peach as my partner instead of just Toad or somebody else.
The main point of the solo mode is to collect the mini games, which
yes.
we've already got a bunch of them collected.
Yeah.
So it'll instead count towards coins, which coins then count to stars at the end.
There are mini games that are rare and that can only be collected in these modes, I believe. So that's why you would want to play these, but we're not going to try and collect everything because I got enough shit to do.
Yeah, like the ending space we think is like the super rare mini game.
Right, because there are rare mini games. You'll probably see that whenever we go into the mini game mode. If you go into the like selection screen, there are rare mini games that you can select. I think I have one of them unlocked, and the others you unlock in other various ways.
Yeah. So that's kind of what's going on here. Our goal is to just get to the last space, collect mini games or coins, and don't go past the 15 spaces.
Yeah. If you do, you may or may not see the consequences of that. The consequence is that you will lose everything you've earned during this play, which isn't a huge loss. I mean, if you collected a minigame you really wanted, then you probably would want to just stop early on and say, oh, okay, I'm good.
Yeah, you can quit out whenever you want.
Yeah.
And I really love that second piranha plant. It is just having a great time.
So this is that's how you call it quits. You just go to this little thing here and then it calls quits. So the coins you collect are transferred into stars. That's what we were showing off here.
Yeah. So we have 14 spaces left. Yeah, I was just like, see, look, the symbol, it says coins to stars. And you would want to collect the stars to go into the star bank.
Yeah. There are items here so you can slow your movement down so that you don't go over, like once you hit like if you want a certain mini game or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's not really much to explain for this. We'll do another solo mode in the future.
And hopefully that'll be live.
Hopefully that'll not be this way.
I do like that they have for this brought back the red, green, and blue Koopa kids from Mario Party 5. That's really cool.
So there is no real story mode. This is really just the only solo player. Otherwise you play single player in party mode, where it's just you against 3 computers. So that kind of is, I don't know. Would you say what would you feel about that for this Mario Party? Do you enjoy that, or is that something you wish they would bring back?
I didn't dislike the story mode, the concept, because like to have something that you can do by yourself, because you don't always have friends. And I wouldn't say it's always fun to play Mario Party against like a full party by yourself.
I think it added a little bit of intrigue so that playing solo was more interesting.
Yeah, especially since 5 really changed up how the story mode worked.
Yeah.
Like 3 was the first start, and it kind of had a neat thing go on with like the dual mode.
It had a bunch of story to it. It was very long though.
And then 4 at least gave you a reason to do it all.
It got boring in a way because then you were just pretty much playing party mode, but at the end of the day, then you at least had something that you were tangibly collecting.
Yeah.
With 5, it was very story driven. not really much to earn from it. It was just really story driven for that one.
One thing I really liked about the story mode from 3 was the surprise twists.
Yes.
Like the whole like, oh, Waluigi captured the star thing, or like Daisy comes in and fucking punts Bowser to oblivion,
the universe.
and the Millennium Star is just like, I'm in love.
Mm-hmm.
And then
there's
the surprise,
cute little moments in it. That's what you're saying. Is there's cute moments.
And I think 4's story was neat because it was like your birthday and you wanted to collect everything.
But it wasn't a story driven. It's just like, oh, you just want to do this thing.
It was just like a single player where we're going to give you a prize if you win.
5, there wasn't really a replay value to it. Pretty much play it once and you're done.
Yeah, that's all it was. Like, you don't even get anything special. Like, on 3, the mountain had your face on it. And 4, you got the things. And 5, you unlocked a board.
Yeah. So there wasn't really much to 5. I think this is where 4 was pretty much the last really good story mode.
Yeah.
I mean, 5 was good for story, but there wasn't anything that you would go back for. This one definitely, I wouldn't say is very good for a solo mode. I wouldn't call it a story mode.
No, it's just kind of a little side thing that if you feel like playing some mini games and you don't want to just go to the mini game thing.
Yeah.
One thing this game makes use of a lot more is the C-stick.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a good driver.
Yeah, this one's a really rough one.
Because my brain can't figure out how it works. Like, I understand left is the left side, right is the right side, but I don't understand how that maneuvers the car. Because that's not how a car drives in real life. Like,
no, you don't drive.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, this is more of a tank.
Yeah, and I was never good at tanks. Like, I fucking made a clip about on Sly, remember?
Oh my god,
and I
on
was
our old
so
channel.
mad because I couldn't fucking do it.
That's probably still on YouTube.
It's probably still on YouTube. I know it is. Somewhere.
Somewhere.
Over the rainbow, fuck your tank up.
Yeah. I was going a different song, but...
Oh, what song were you going for?
I was gonna do Somewhere Beyond the Sea.
Somewhere waiting for me.
Also, here's where we learned that the computer is just like really fucking particular about these jumps.
This one only though. Like when we were playing I don't know if it was on the recordings that had to get scrapped or on the new ones, but like you could not get, I think it was the old ones, you couldn't get Toad to jump to save his fucking life.
Yeah, that was on the
because like
scrap
we had
one.
figured out that like that to like a certain amount would that Peach here would jump, so then I could just do the count. For Toad, it was completely different. It's like he had only 2 brain cells, and both were too busy functioning on a different level than I could even explain. Like, it's like, I don't know.
No, yeah, I get what you mean.
So I hit 6 here. There's only 5 spaces, so we're fucked. So we're gonna see what happens when you go over. This happens.
And then you dead.
And then you did.
No, it's fine. We landed in water.
So that's really it for solo mode. There's 3 different options for this. So there's Thirsty Gulch, and next time we'll do whatever the next one is.
But that's all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.